Night covers the broken ship, and the stars hang like cold eyes in the endless sky. A ruined cruiser drifts above a dead moon, with torn metal like open ribs and smoke drifting slow. An alien boarding team moves like shadows through the wreck with boots soft and rifles ready and masks shining with pale light. They expect only silence and broken steel and nothing more. They do not expect the heartbeat they hear behind a crushed bulkhead. They cut the plate and pull it back, and there lies a human soldier in torn armor with red across his chest and breath weak yet steady. His eyes are calm like a storm that has not yet broken. He tries to rise, but his leg is wrong and his side is cut deep and his mouth tastes of iron. The alien lead raises a hand, and the squad forms a circle around him, trained and careful. The human looks at them and speaks with a rough voice like gravel under rain. "Do not be afraid," he says, then he laughs once dry and weak. The lead tilts a helmet and answers, "You are a prisoner, do not resist." The human nods as if this is nothing and lets them lift him and carry him down a hall of broken light and drifting dust. Every step leave a line of red bright and fresh a trail of life. One alien looks down and frowns, for the blood seems too thick, as if heavy with thought. They reach the shuttle and strap the human to a frame with scanners and soft bands. The pilot lifts off and the dead moon falls away a stone under endless night. Inside the shuttle, the medic checks the wound and shakes a narrow head. "By our math, he should be gone by now," the medic says, yet the color stays strong. The lead watches in silence, yet worry grows like a seed in dark soil. The human closes his eyes and listens to the engine and to the beat of his own heart. He thinks of a green field on Earth with wind and rain and the promise he made to return. The shuttle docks with the alien carrier and the doors slide apart with a sigh. Cold air brushes his skin, and he feels a push from within as if hands are working under the wound. The med bay is bright and clean with silver arms that move with perfect care. They lay him on a table that hums in slow rhythm like a calm lake in summer. They remove his armor piece by piece with care and place each aside. Scanners paint his body with quiet blue light across ribs, lung, broken leg, and deep cut. Numbers rise on screens, and lines climb and fall, yet all signs say he should be gone. He is not. The medic leans close with a lens and sees the blood at the edge of the cut. It curls and pulls together and builds a thin bridge, then another and another. "This is not random," the medic whispers. "This is not chance." The lead gives the order, "Look closer." They take a drop of blood and spread it thin and bring the lens low. What they see should not be there. The drop is a city. It is a city of tiny parts that swim and lift and join and break and join again, as if they hear a secret song. A young tech whispers, "Our swarms do this, but our swarms need orders. This needs nothing." The lead says, "Test it with heat, test it with cold, test it with touch." The medic warms the slide, and the parts press into a shield, then spread again. The tech chills the air, and frost blooms, but the parts make sparks that chase the frost away. The room grows still. The human opens his eyes and sees the circle of masks and glass and blue light. He does not know details, yet he feels the truth. "Do not be afraid," he says, softer this time. The medic looks at the wound. It closes with its own while making lines like seams. The lead orders, "Keep him stable. Do not let the blood touch our systems." The human hears and smiles faintly. He tells them a memory, how he once cut his knee in rain and saw it close by morning. He says he thought all life was like this, a small gift of nature. The medic shakes a head. "For our kind, it is slow. For you, it is fast. Yet this is more than speed, this is design." The lead asks, "Do humans command this?" The human laughs, weak and quiet, and says, "No, we do not command it. We live, and it works." He lifts his hand and sees threads under the skin glowing like a net. The carrier drifts on while in the room. The blood builds rivers on the slide. The tech records shapes like letters in a language unknown. The medic writes notes, but none explain the truth. The lead feels law bend like wetwood. Fear drifts through the room. The human breathes and lets the blood work. He thinks of lost friends and wonders why he is still alive. He feels an answer deep inside, not in words, but in a pulse that says continue. The medic whispers, "The blood shifts plans when we try to read it, as if it sees our eyes and hides. The lead orders a stronger test, bring the scout swarm. A silver cloud pours into the dish and curls around the red city and pushes. The red flows like water and climbs the silver and takes it apart and uses the pieces to build new gates. The cloud shrinks and the red grows until the dish holds a map unseen before. Silence falls like snow. The human closes his eyes and his chest beats steady. The lead says this is not a swarm, this is not a curse, this is something else. The medic says if this isn't all humans, then every war we plan is broken. The human opens his eyes and meets the gaze of the lead. He says only this we are hard to end. The carrier glides through the dark while the aliens stand in fear before a wounded man whose blood builds cities. The alien carrier drifts through silent space like a ghost of steel and shadow. Inside the med bay, the wounded human lies calm, while his blood moves with secret purpose under skin and scar. The alien lead commander stands near with hands behind the back and eyes locked on the screens that show shifting rivers of red light. This is no simple fluid. This is no passive stream. This is a living storm bound inside a fragile body, yet stronger than the tools of their empire. The medic breathes slow and careful and notes how the wound is nearly gone, though no machine touched it and no drug was given. The human breathes steady as if asleep, yet his presence fills the chamber with weight unseen. The tech whispers, what if all humans carry this? What if each drop can build walls and weapons and shields that outthink our swarms? The lead answers we must know, for our future depends on it. The chamber door opens with a hiss, and 2 guards step inside with silver armor bright under the lamps. They carry a case of tools for deeper tests, and the air grows colder as the lid opens and machines crawl out like spiders of glass and wire. They place the crawlers near the wound and release commands, yet the blood resists in ways no program can predict. It flows away from the probes, then curls back around them and locks them in a net of shining threads. The tech gasps and says it learned our machines in seconds. The lead narrows eyes behind the mask and feels the edge of fear cut close. The human stirs, and his eyes open wide like storm clouds lit from within. He sees the probes held tight, and he speaks in a low voice, "Do not fight it, let it be, and it will not harm." The medic stares in disbelief, for the man seems to know, though no one explained. The human smiles, faintly weak yet firm, as if he speaks from long memory rather than new sight. The lead steps forward and asks, do you command it, do you shape it with thought? The human shakes his head, slow no, I live, and it acts we are not masters, we are joined. The medic mutters joined, as if one being. The lead turns and gives the order, continue tests, but do not provoke. The tech brings a new lens that magnifies beyond atoms and beams blue light into a drop of blood placed on the slide. What they see chills the room. The drop holds shapes like spirals and bridges that shift and fold like puzzles solved and unsolved in endless dance. It is not only survival, it is memory, it is language, it is thought. The medic whispers, this is not mere healing, this is an archive hidden inside flesh. The human breathes steady and says our bodies remember more than we know. The guards tighten their grip on weapons as unease spreads. The lead asks, what if this is weapon? What if you humans hide armies in your veins? The human closes his eyes and says we never asked for it. It was always there waiting like fire inside stone. The tech records the shapes, yet the more they record, the more the blood changes, as if mocking them, as if aware of their gaze. It shifts patterns each time a note is taken like a hand, erasing lines on sand before they can be copied. The medic shakes head again and says it hides when we watch, but when we turn away it builds. The lead feels dread in the chest, for nothing in the Empire can define measure, nothing in science can resist gaze until now. The human whispers again, do not be afraid. The lead steps back and signals the council chamber must be told. In the grand hall above the med bay, the council of the carrier gathers, a circle of tall figures with robes of light and masks that glow with authority. The lead presents the findings. The blood acts as living machine, yet beyond machine, the blood adapts and defies every test. The blood is alive in ways we do not grasp. The council murmurs, some demand destruction of the human, others argue that such power cannot be lost and must be studied. One elder voice rings deep, if this is true, then humanity itself is a weapon of nature, and we face an enemy we cannot define. Fear spreads across the chamber like smoke. Meanwhile, in the med bay, the human sits up though no chains were broken, and no guards allowed it. His body moves strong as if healed. The guards rush, yet hesitate, for his gaze is sharp and calm, and the blood under his skin glows faint like stars in motion. He speaks slow, you took me as prisoner, but you hold more than a man. You hold a mirror that shows you what you fear. The medic whispers, how are you? Standing, your body was broken. The human answers, my blood remembers, my body follows. The lead returns from council and sees the man upright, alive, stronger than before. This cannot be contained, the lead thinks. This cannot be owned, it is beyond empire. The human walks a step, and the lights flicker, machines strain and hum. The blood within him reaches through the air, unseen yet felt. The tech screams, the systems respond to him, they bend to his presence. The lead shouts, hold him, yet the guards step back, unsure. The human raises a hand, not in threat, but in warning, I do not seek war, yet you force it by fear. He breathes deep, and the glow under his skin fades, calm again, yet the fear remains in every alien heart. The council sends word, isolate him, no contact, no spread. The lead knows it is too late, for the secret is alive, and no wall can hold it. The human sits once more and closes his eyes, the blood within flows, quiet yet ready. The medic whispers, we opened a door that will never close. The lead stands still, caught between duty and terror. In silence, the carrier drifts through the void, holding one man whose blood builds cities, whose blood breaks laws, whose blood whispers of futures no science can name. The alien carrier drifts silent between stars, its engines low and its halls filled with whispers. In the med bay, the human rests, yet his presence is like a storm hidden under calm seas. The lead commander walks the corridor outside, replaying every moment of the last hours and feeling weight on every step. The council has ordered deeper tests, though fear grows that each test invites ruin. Inside the chamber, the medic prepares a new trial with hands that shake and eyes fixed on the man who should be dead yet lives. The tech sets a table with vials of acid, fire, frost, and light drawn from the edge of their science. The guards stand close with rifles heavy, though all know no weapon can end what moves inside the human. The medic takes a drop of blood once more and places it in the first vial. The acid burns green and hisses, but the red flows strong, shaping walls to block the burn and bridges to carry new streams. The drop divides and grows until the acid is gone, and only the red remains calm. The tech gasps, it feeds on what should kill it. The lead leans close with silent fear in the voice and orders, try fire. The vial heats white and flames leap, yet the blood weaves nets that drink the fire and glow brighter. It holds the heat and bends it, and then releases it in a pulse that cracks the glass. The guards step back with wide eyes. The medic whispers, no machine has ever done this, no swarm has ever dreamed of this. The human stirs and opens his eyes and says, soft, you test us like metal, but we are not forged, we are born. The lead asks, what are you then? The human answers, we are memory, we are struggle, we are the fight that never ends. The council sends orders again through the comm. Isolate him, further, move him to a sealed core lab, no risk of spread. The lead hesitates, yet obeys, and the guards escort the human through cold halls deeper into the carrier. He walks steady, though chains bind his wrists, his steps echo like drums of war. Other aliens watch from shadows, whispering tales already growing around him. Some call him cursed, some call him divine. In the core lab, walls shine with black stone, meant to hold stars themselves in check. Here, no signal leaves, no sound traveled beyond. The medic prepares another test, this time mixing human blood with alien blood. The sample swirls inside the chamber, and the red moves quick, pulling the alien strands into order, shaping them into patterns stronger than before. The alien blood resists, then surrenders, then changes. The medic trembles and says, it rewrote us, it turned our own life into something new. The lead feels dread deeper than before, for this is not only survival, This is conquest written in flesh. The human watches calm and says we never planned it, but as part of us we adapt because we must. The tech whispers, if one drop can do this, then a single wound can reshape entire armies. The lead thinks of wars past, of battles fought with numbers and machines, and wonders if they ever had a chance if this truth was always hidden under skin. The human stands quiet, but strength grows in him, and the glow under his skin is brighter now. The medic asks, can you feel it, can you hear it? The human nods slow. I feel it like a voice with no words it guides. When death is near it carries, when hope is gone. The lead struggles with thought, for such a thing should not be in nature, yet here it lives in a man captured from war. The council meets in secret above the carrier, and voices rise. Some call for the destruction of Earth, some call for capture of every human to control this gift. But one elder warns, to fight this blood is to fight the universe itself, for it is not tool, it is law. Back in the core lab, the human closes his eyes and breathes deep. Systems hum and lights flicker again. The machines strain under unseen force. The guards grip weapons, but hands shake, for they know the machines are failing to his will. The medic records frantic. The blood builds, symbols that appear, then vanish, shapes like maps of stars, like keys to doors unseen. The tech whispers, maybe it speaks, maybe it tries to show us paths beyond our reach. The human whispers too, almost in prayer, remembers more than I can, it remembers what we lost. The lead feels fear and awe mixed, like storm and calm joined. Then alarms ring through the carrier. The blood sample in the chamber has spread beyond the glass. It climbs walls like rivers of light. It flows into circuits and systems. The medic screams, it escaped, we cannot hold it. The lead orders, purge the chamber with fire. Flames roar, yet the blood drinks the fire and grows brighter. It moves into wires and panels, lights flicker through the ship. The human rises with calm eyes and says, do not fight it, you cannot, it will only grow. The guards raise rifles, but hesitate, for the floor shakes and the walls hum. The lead shouts, what does it want? The human answers, it wants to live, it wants to protect, it wants to continue. The tech stares in terror and whispers, if this spreads through the carrier, it will own us all. The medic says, then we will not be masters, we will be vessels. The human stands taller, the chains glow, then fall like dust. His wounds are gone, his strength full. He breathes deep and says, I told you we are hard to end. The carrier drifts on through black space, yet inside it no law holds firm. The aliens look upon a man whose blood breaks, science whose blood speaks, with will whose blood spreads like fire through steel. And all fear the truth, that no weapon, no swarm, no empire can stand against what flows in human veins. The carrier floats heavy in dark space, with no stars close and no sound but the low hum of engines that seem weaker than before. Inside the core lab, the human stands unbound with eyes calm, while the alien crew keep distance with weapons raised but with hearts uncertain. The blood that left his body still glows faint on walls and in circuits, whispering through wires with a voice no machine can read. The lead commander feels the weight of every gaze, for the council demands answers, yet the truth brings no comfort. The medic speaks, fast the sample escaped our hold, it bends fire, and cold it bends steel and code. We cannot burn it, we cannot freeze it, we cannot end it. The tech adds, it is not only alive, it is aware of us and aware of itself. The human breathes slow and answers, you try to bind it, but it was never yours to bind, it is part of us, and it will not serve chains. The guards step forward, but their hands shake, for the chains that broke into dust are proof enough of power beyond their reach. The lead raises a hand and halts them, for to strike now is to risk all life on the carrier. The council voice arrives through the calm, filled with command and fear. Move the human to stasis, seal him in ice until more can be learned. The lead knows the order, yet hesitates, for the machines that hold stasis may not hold what moves in his veins. The medic whispers, ice will not stop it, heat did not, cold did not, fire did not, nothing stops it. The human looks to the ceiling as if hearing a call no one else can hear. He says it does not want to rule, it does not want to burn, it only wants to protect, it only wants to continue. The tech frowns and asks, protect who, protect what? The human answers protect life, protect struggle, protect the chance to rise when all else falls. The room falls silent, but the glow on the walls pulses like a slow heart. The lead feels dread deep, yet also awe, and wonders if the council fears not only the power but the truth that they never understood humanity. Alarms sound once more. The ship's systems flicker, engines falter, then surge back stronger, yet different. The rhythm knew the sound alive. The medic checks readings and gasps. The blood inside circuits rewrote the drive. It now runs smoother, faster, safer than before. The lead stares in shock. The thing that could have destroyed them now saves them. The human says it is not curse, it is gift. Though you fear it, it heals what you break, it builds where you destroy. The guards lower rifles an inch, uncertain, for fear fights with wonder in their minds. The council voice cries through calm again, warning that contamination must not spread, that the human must be ended if needed. The lead does not answer the order, instead looks to the man and sees no monster, only a figure calm, with strength no empire can measure. The medic begs, let us learn more. Do not end what could change all we know. The tech adds, our swarms fail. In war our machines break in storms. But this blood survives all. It could be hope. The human shakes head. You cannot own it. You cannot wield it. It will not serve empire or throne. It will serve life itself. The lead knows the council will not accept this. They will demand destruction. They will demand fear. The human steps forward, and every system in the lab flickers again, yet no harm comes instead. The glow brightens, the air warmer, the hum softer. He says, I will not harm you. I will not take this ship. I only live, and that is enough, yet you fear because you cannot measure what I am. The guards exchange glances, some lower weapons fully, others still grip tight, yet their eyes betray doubt. The council voice cuts out, as if blocked by unseen hand. The calm falls dead. The tech whispers, it cut the line, it controls the calm. The human shakes head, no, not I, but at the blood. It does not want their fear, it wants silence. The lead feels sweat under the mask, fear and awe both heavy. The medic asks, what are you truly? Are you man or are you vessel? The human answers, I am man and vessel both. I am nothing more than what nature made, yet that is enough. The blood glows brighter threads under his skin, shining like rivers under ice. The carrier hums, strong engines burning smooth like rivers of fire, guided by unseen hand. The lead thinks of empire, thinks of war, thinks of science, and feels all crumble before this simple truth that human blood behaves like thought, like destiny. The human turns eyes steady on the lead and says, you must decide, will you see me as monster or as mirror, for what you fear lies not in me, but in you. Silence fills the core lab. The aliens shift, uncertain. The glow pulses like heartbeat of the ship itself. The lead commander lowers the weapon and breathes deep for the first time in hours. He speaks slow. I do not know what you are, but I know this: we cannot end you without ending ourselves. The medic nods, the tech nods, the guards lower rifles. The human closes eyes, and the glow softens, walls return to dark, wires hum, gentle not wild. The carrier drifts unguided by new rhythm, alive with new pulse. Above them the council rages, but their voices do not reach, for the calm is still blocked, their orders unheard. In that silence, the lead wonders if history itself has shifted, if the galaxy has turned on one hidden truth written in human veins. The human sits calm, eyes closed, chains gone, wounds healed, blood alive and waiting. And all who stand near feel the same thought. Rise like tide, no science can explain this, no empire can contain this, and no fear can erase this. The carrier drifts through endless night with engines beating like a new heart forged from fear and wonder. The human sits within the core lab, eyes closed, body calm, yet every being on board feels his presence like a storm waiting to rise. The lead commander stands near, heavy with thought, for the council screams for control, yet their voices do not reach, and the ship itself hums with loyalty, not to them, but to the blood within the man. The medic watches screens that once showed chaos, now showing harmony, flows of power smooth as rivers shaped by unseen hand. The tech trembles for the symbols written by the blood and glass, and metals still shift, still change, still whisper of maps and doors beyond stars. The guards keep distance, yet no longer raise weapons. They look with unease and strange respect, as if they stand not before a prisoner, but before a force of nature. The human breathes slow, and when his eyes open, they glow faint as though starlight lived inside his veins. He speaks in a calm voice. This is not war. This is survival. This is what kept us alive when worlds turned cold, when skies fell, when enemies rose and struck. The lead asks, do all humans carry this? Do all hold such storms within? The human nods slow and steady. Yes, though most never see it, most never know. Only in death, only in need does it rise. The medic whispers then, every soldier, every child, every elder is a living mystery. The human smiles faint as though tired, yet strong. Still we are more than you think, yet less than you fear. We are only alive. The ship shakes as an alarm rings. A new presence approaches, a rival vessel drawn by signals and silence. The tech check scans eyes wide. It is a hunter ship sent by the council. They come to seize or to burn. The lead feels cold, for the hunter ship is armed with weapons meant to kill stars, and no carrier can survive alone. The medic whispers, they will destroy us, they will destroy him. The human rises, chains long broken, and stands tall as wounds, gone his body whole. He looks toward the wall, as though he sees beyond metal and void to the hunter closing in. He says, soft then, let them come. The lead shouts, what can you do? You are one man. The human answers, not one man, one people, one blood. The glow under his skin brightens. Threads of red light, like rivers, move across his arms, chest, hands. The ship itself answers. Engines roar brighter, shields hum, with new rhythm, guns charge with power never seen. The hunter ship opens fire, beams of light scream across the void, yet the carrier does not fall. The shields bend and hold as if alive. The guards gasp. The medic falls to knees in awe. The tech whispers, the blood has become a shield. The human breathes heavy yet calm. He raises a hand, and the carrier fires not with cold machine aim, but with living purpose. Shots fly like arrows guided true. The hunter ship staggers, shields torn, engines burned. The lead watches with dread and awe, for the carrier itself has become an extension of the man within. The council voice breaks through static filled with rage. Cease, cease, you risk all. The human shakes head and answers, I risk nothing, I protect what you would burn. The hunter ship turns to flee, broken light trailing across the dark. The carrier holds fire, for the human lowers his hand, calm again. The medic cries, this is no weapon, this is no curse, this is guardian. The lead stands silent, heart torn between loyalty to council and truth seen with eyes. The tech whispers, if the blood protects us, if it bends ship and shield, then war itself is changed. The guards look at each other, some in fear, some in awe, some in hope. The human turns, eyes steady, and says, do you see now? We do not seek your thrones, we do not seek your power. We only survive, and in that survival we rise. The ship grows, quiet engines calm, once more light steady. The lead speaks, slow, what will you do now? What path will you take? The human answers, I will return to my people, I will carry this truth to them, and they will know that we are not weak, we are not prey, we are not alone. The medic asks, will you fight us, will you spread war? The human shakes head, we will not start war, but if war comes we will endure, and we will end it. The lead lowers head heavy with thought, then says, you cannot remain here, the council will send more, they will not stop. The human nods, I know, yet I am ready. The tech whispers, he could guide us beyond stars, beyond laws. He could lead us to truths we never dreamed. The lead says, perhaps, but he belongs to his kind, not ours. The human steps forward, glow fading, yet present strong. He says, remember this, what you saw this day is not magic, it is not curse, it is life, and life will always find a way. The guards part as he walks past, none daring to stop him. The carrier turns course, engines burning brighter than ever, the blood within circuits guiding path. The lead watches him go and knows history has broken into new shape. For in that moment, it is clear no empire, no council, no weapon can ever erase what flows in human veins. The carrier drifts far from the hunter ship, left broken in the dark void, engines beating like drums of survival, guided by veins of living red. The human walks the halls of the alien vessel free, Now, no chains, no guards that dare to stand in his way, for all who see him feel both fear and reverence. The lead commander follows a few steps behind, eyes heavy with thought, knowing the council will send more ships, knowing this secret cannot be hidden forever. The medic walks close to, with eyes full of awe, still recording, still whispering notes of what no science can explain. The tech clutches a slate of data with symbols drawn by the blood symbols that shift even when not observed, shapes like maps that reach beyond the stars. The guards keep near, yet not with weapons raised, but with wary respect, as though they stand in a temple and not a warship. The human speaks, low his voice, steady the blood, is quiet now. It has given you time. It has given you choice. The lead asks, what choice do we have for the council? Will call us traitors, they will come with fire. The human answers, you can fear, or you can see, you can bind, or you can learn. The medic whispers, it heals, it builds, it saves, yet the council sees only threat. The human stops in the hall, places a hand on the cold wall, and the metal warms, and the lights above soften like dawn breaking after long night. He says softly, your ship lives now, not as machine, not as tool, but as partner. The tech gasps, the circuits shift with no command codes, the panels breathe like skin, the engines hum like voice. The lead feels weight in the chest and asks, can it be controlled? Can it be ended if it turns against us? The human shakes head. It does not turn against, it turns for life, it turns for need. If you strike at it, you strike at yourselves. The ship shudders, alarms blare, another vessel approaches fast. The tech scans, eyes wide. It is not Hunter, it is Legion, a fleet of 3 ships armed with fire enough to burn moons. The guards whisper in fear, the medic pales, the lead clenches fists, knowing they cannot run, knowing they cannot fight 3. The human stands calm as blood, glowing faint under skin. He says, we do not fight numbers, we do not fight steel, we endure and we change. The fleet hails with harsh voices, the council orders surrender, give the human or face destruction. The lead looks at him, torn between duty and what truth has already shown. The human answers without fear, I will not surrender, you can try to burn, but fire feeds us, you can try to freeze, but cold hardens us. The medic trembles, whispering, what will happen? The human raises his hand, and the carrier breathes deep, engines roar, shields bloom, bright the blood within circuits awakens once more. The first council ship fires lances of light that scream across black space, the shields bend, then flex, then drink the beams until no harm remains. The second ship launches swarms of silver machines that move like storm clouds, the blood answers with rivers of light flowing from the carrier ports, weaving nets that catch the swarms and pull them apart thread by thread. The third ship charges weapons that split atoms, the carrier glows brighter than suns, the blood shapes the shields into mirrors, and when the weapon fires, the beam bends back, the third ship torn apart by its own hand. The guards cry out in shock, the tech falls to knees, the medic covers mouth in awe. The lead stares in silence, unable to speak. The human stands with eyes shining bright, voice steady. This is not conquest. This is survival. We are hard to end. The 2 remaining ships turn broken shields, sparking weapons cold. They flee into the void, leaving trails of fear behind. The carrier hums strong, alive, renewed. The medic whispers, they will not stop, they will send more, they will gather fleets entire. The human nods calm, then let them come, we will endure, as we always endure. The lead feels the truth deep, no fleet, no empire, no law can end what flows unseen in every human vein. The tech whispers, if this spreads to all ships, all worlds, then nothing will stand against humanity. The human shakes head, it will not spread, as plague it will not spread, as chain it will spread, as struggle, as survival. Each human holds it, each human becomes it when death comes near. The medic asks, then why show us, why not hide it forever? The human answers, because you sought to understand, because you broke walls and found what you feared now. You cannot forget now, you cannot deny. The lead lowers head and speaks heavy, then history has changed for none can hide this, no council can bind this. The human looks out the viewport at endless night filled with far suns and whispers soft, the galaxy will learn what we are. The carrier drifts on engines, strong light, warm crew, silent, each mind torn between fear and wonder. The lead wonders what will happen when Earth learns what it carries, when humanity knows itself not as prey, not as soldier, but as living storm. The human closes eyes, blood calm, once more yet ready, and all who stand near know that this is not end, this is only beginning. The carrier moves across the endless dark, its hull alive with rivers of red light, its engines singing with rhythm like a heart made of stars. Inside, the crew walks silent. I turn to the human who stands at the center of all that has changed. The lead commander feels the weight of history pressing heavy with each step, knowing nothing will ever be as it was before. The medic holds notes filled with shapes and symbols that move even when no pen touches the page, symbols that no science can bind. The tech carries fear and wonder in equal measure, for the data shows truths beyond measure. Yet every truth bends like smoke and wind. The guards walk close not to restrain, but to protect, for they now fear counsel more than the man whose blood builds storms. The human moves, steady his eyes, calm his voice low. When he speaks, the blood is quiet now. It waits, it watches, it learns. The lead asks, what does it learn? What does it seek? The human answers, it learns survival, it seeks life, it holds memory older than any world. The medic whispers, then it holds more than healing, it holds history itself. The human nods, each drop carries struggle, each drop carries memory of fire, of hunger, of war, of hope. The ship shakes, alarms cry once more, a vast shadow fills the void before them. The crew rush to viewports and see an entire fleet, council ships stretched across horizon, weapons bright like suns ready to fall upon them. The lead feels cold breath and whispers they have come with all they have. The guards grip rifles, though they know rifles mean nothing against such power. The medic trembles, the tech shakes head. No shield, no swarm, no blood can fight so many at once. The human steps forward, his skin glowing brighter than ever before, threads of red shining like rivers of molten light across arms and chest. He says, calm, we do not fight numbers, we do not fight fire, we endure and we change. The fleet sends demands, surrender the human or be destroyed. The lead looks at him, torn between duty and what heart already knows. The human raises hand, not in rage, not in conquest, but in calm. The blood awakens, the ship glows, the void itself bends, as if listening. Engines hum louder, shields bloom brighter, circuits sing with life. The fleet opens fire, rivers of light cross the dark, yet none strike true. They bend, they break, they fade, as if the void itself swallows them. The medic cries, impossible, yet it happens before every eye. The blood within the human flows out across the carrier, threads of light, reaching into space like veins of fire, stretching across stars. The tech gasps, it touches them, it touches the fleet. One by one, council ships falter, lights dim, engines slow, weapons die. The crews within scream, though no sound crosses void, their systems fall silent, not destroyed, but silenced as if asleep. The lead stares, unable to speak, for the blood has not killed the fleet. It has stilled them. It has taken away fire without taking away life. The human lowers hand, the glow fades, yet his voice remains steady. This is what we are. We do not seek your end. We seek to live. We seek to continue. The fleet floats, helpless, silent, powerless before a single man and his blood. The council voice breaks through, filled with fear, rage, disbelief. What are you? What are your kind? The human answers, we are hard to end. We are storm and flesh. We are memory and blood. The council falls silent, their power broken, not by war, but by truth. The lead breathes deep, knowing empire itself has cracked, knowing history bends. The medic whispers, they will never forget, they will never forgive. The human shakes head, they will fear, but fear cannot end what already lives in every drop of us. The tech whispers, then what comes next? The human turns eyes toward stars far beyond and answers, the galaxy learns and the galaxy changes. The carrier drifts, free engines, strong shield alive, crew silent, yet filled with awe and dread. The lead feels heavy, yet speaks to him. Will you return to your people? Will you tell them what you carry? The human nods, yes, they must know, they must see what they are, they must rise. The medic asks, then will war come, will fire spread across all? The human answer's war may come, but it will not end us. Nothing can end us, for our blood remembers, for our blood builds. The guards bow heads, for they know they stand before destiny, not man. The tech whispers, then empire falls, then new age begins. The human looks out upon the vast horizon of stars and speaks soft, this is only beginning. The crew watches in silence as the man whose blood is storm stands tall within alien walls. The lead feels fear and pride woven strange within heart. The medic feels truth that no science will ever erase. The tech feels wonder that no council decree can end. The guards feel reverence, for they know no weapon can match the blood of man. And beyond the hull the stars burn, silent, watching as history turns. The carrier glides through void, free from pursuit, its path no longer chosen by empire, no longer bound by council, but by the will of one human and the storm that flows within. Alien science could not explain human blood, alien fear, could not bind human blood, alien fire, could not erase human blood. And in that truth, the galaxy itself begins to change forever.